5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Two white Muslims.
Go.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa rahmatullahi.
Wa barakatuh.
My name's Junaid Rahim,
And my name's Mohammed Yusuf Bashforth.
and affectionately we're known as
The Two White Muslims. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa rahmatullahi.
Wa barakatuh.
We're back.
We'll do what?
We're back.
We'll do what?
We're going to introduce ourselves.
Introduce who?
We're going to introduce the day. The day. We're going to introduce it. It's introduction time. It staggers me because I often start by saying, we're back.
my name's Yusuf.
And my name is Junaid.
And together.
Oh, we're back. It's another day. It's another day.
We just both sounded like John Major for some reason.
Oh, you're looking very grey. That was genius.
I'm feeling it. Oh, brilliant. Yeah,
that was just
spitting image.
Spitting image.
Yeah.
Oh.
Everything in full colour except him. He was just grey.
Just grey.
He was
What
black
characteristic
and white.
would you associate with grey?
Grey.
And a love of peas. I mean, come on. Just brilliant. How do you come up with that? Oh, brilliant.
I remember him on Question Time and he had a hard hat on. Like he'd been on a building site. And they were asking him all these questions. He was going, I don't know, mate. so what's your policy on so? I don't know, mate. Because he had a hard hat on.
Oh,
so funny.
Golly. Oh, it was good. It was good.
Brilliant. So anyway, we're here to talk about what we're going to be talking about.
Our list.
It's a bit like the news, is this?
Yes.
Yeah? Because if you watch the news at 10, they give you the headlines.
Yes.
So they tell you what they're going to tell you.
Yes.
Then they do all the bits in the middle.
Yep.
They tell you it. And then they do a summary at the end.
Yep.
They tell you what they've just told you.
Yes.
So they tell you what they're going to tell you.
Yep.
Tell you it.
Yep.
Then tell you what they told you.
Absolutely. Yep.
Brilliant formula.
It is.
So do you think we should start that?
I think we should start with that. Let's tell them what we're going to tell them.
And then
Tell
we'll
them something
see how
completely
far we
different.
go. See how far we go down the list.
Yeah. And then,
in summary, we'll shift some of the list to another day.
yes, absolutely. And in some way, no idea, because we always forget what we've said anyway.
Absolutely.
But we can do the first
It always
bit.
comes as a big surprise to me when we listen to the podcast.
Listen to it back, you're like, who are these two?
Who said that?
I don't remember that.
I don't remember saying that.
Oh, is that what we said?
Crazy.
Oh.
Craziness.
But we could definitely do the first bit. We could tell you what is it? It's not just about action and accomplishment. It's also about intention.
Yeah.
We can tell you our intention.
What we intend to do and talk about.
To cover. And if we get anywhere, I'll tell you what, today, if we get anywhere close, it's going to be brilliant.
Oh, it always is.
It always
is.
Always
I mean,
is.
it's the two white Muslims he's talking
Exactly.
about here. Always,
Exactly.
always an absolute joy.
Yes, joy when they finish.
When they're finished, yeah.
Yeah. But no, honestly, looking at that,
When they stop rabbiting on, you realise just how life is so good.
Exactly.
Yeah, how good life actually
it's like
is.
when being ill or being poorly is horrible.
Yeah.
But you need it so that you know
When you
what
feel
feeling well
Yeah,
feels
absolutely.
like.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And
So you
going through
need to listen to
going through
turgid
difficult-
nonsense like this.
Yeah, you do. And going through difficult times in
Yes.
life,
Yeah.
you have to do those.
Yeah.
So you can appreciate the good times
Yes.
for what they are. You have to experience rain and storms
Yes.
so that you understand the beauty of the sun when it's out.
Absolutely.
Subhanallah. So you have to listen to this utter rubbish
Drivel.
and drivel and bilge
Yeah.
so that you appreciate what
The
good
rest of the
radio
day.
sounds like.
Yeah. The rest of the day is a joy. By comparison. So what do
This
you do
is
as
a
to
form of-
we offer a service
We are a form of penance.
that makes the rest of your life livable.
Better.
The rest of your life is like gravy. The rest of your life kissed by angels.
The rest of your life is blue sky.
Yes. Are you ready for some rain? Are you ready for some dark clouds of rain? No, honestly, I'm looking at this list, I'm thinking,
Come on, give me the list.
I wish
Give me
I
the
was
list.
out there listening to this.
What's first on the list?
Mysterious radio signals.
Ooh.
Exactly.
Have they
You
come
see?
from outer space?
They have. Yes.
Really?
Yes, honestly. Yes.
Oh, happy about that.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to listening to that.
Mysterious radio signals.
Wow.
Because there are people that track, and There's a name for it. I don't know. I can't remember.
Hang on a minute. Talking about mysterious radio signals.
Yes.
This radio station
Yes.
currently operates on an AM mast.
Yes.
Yeah. So it has coverage of, a few miles.
Yep.
Yeah. So there's a few 100,000 people can listen to this.
Yep.
And a lot of them do.
Yeah.
Which is quite worrying. I always used to think it was three men and a dog and two sisters.
Two sisters. Yep.
No, it's thousands of people.
No, it is.
So, a lot of people listen to it. But did we not receive a message from Japan?
We did.
From somebody who picked us up in Japan.
Yes.
I mean, how unlucky
And that
can
was
you get?
yes. That was on the radio frequency.
Yes.
Because we also get people writing from all around the world.
Yeah.
Because they listen to it on the app.
On the app, yeah.
Or they pick us up on the podcast.
Yes.
So we get things from all over the world. But that was on the radio signal.
That was incredible.
That is amazing.
Odd radio waves.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yes,
because
absolutely.
when you set out a radio wave, it can go some distance.
Absolutely. Yes. Yeah.
Ah.
Now, there's been a Canadian tragedy.
Okay.
But we do need to discuss it.
I don't like tragedies.
I know. I don't like the word tragedy. So should we say a Canadian incident?
Incident.
And we just need to discuss it. Now,
there's
also... Now, you can be pro-Brexit.
Yep.
You can be anti-Brexit.
Yep.
You can be couldn't give a about Brexit.
Yep.
You can be in any one of those three camps.
Yep.
There's a freak of a person who just happens to be pro-Brexit, but just said something where you put your head in your hands and go, really? Still?
Okay.
We're in the year of our Lord, 2019, nearly got that wrong, 2019. Really? You're still saying stuff like this? So we've got a pro-Brexit freak, but it's not a freak necessarily because he's pro-Brexit, he's just a freak because of what he said in trying to support his pro-Brexit view. So we need to have a chat about him.
Okay.
We're also going to talk about plane seats.
Right.
Not as in seats that are not got a pattern. Aeroplane seats.
Airplane seats.
Aeroplane seats. Yes.
Some are good, some are not so
well,
good.
Well, yes.
Some
And this is more along the lines of when you pay for it.
Okay.
Because you are, in effect, hiring the seat, aren't you? Do you know what I mean? And there's some unusual things have been happening of late, shall we say. So that's a goodie as well.
Okay. Cool.
Where it's jaw-droppingly, no, that can't happen. Yes, it can.
Really?
Yes. Honestly, it's incredible. Wow. And I want to consider possibly the most famous egg in the world.
Okay.
Possibly.
Okay.
Now that I think about it, there are other famous eggs.
Yes.
But this one could well be the most famous egg in the world.
Okay, cool.
I want to consider TARDIS.
TARDIS?
Yeah. Time and relative dimensions in space.
In space, yeah.
Yes. So we are going to consider time
Yeah.
and relative dimensions in space.
Cool. Yeah, happy about
And
that.
that is our little list
Okay.
for today.
Fantastic. I want to talk about something else.
Very good. Go on.
I want to talk about an immigration officer.
Oh, okay.
An immigration officer
Yes.
has done something which made me annoyed but laugh at the same time.
Right. Okay.
He annoyed me. His behaviour was utterly abhorrent,
Oh, right.
but it made me laugh.
Okay. I'm loving this already.
So we'll add that to the list.
We'll add that to
if
the
we
list.
get round to it.
If
Inshallah.
we get round to it, we shall see. Inshallah.
Inshallah.
We shall see. And that's our list.
So, do you think?
We're going to mosey on into that as a list.
When do you think we might start that list?
I think we might start that after we've done a bit of this. What do you reckon?
Shall
do we need to do a bit of this before we do that, or do we need to do a bit of that before we do this?
I don't know. What do you think?
I think possibly we need to do a bit of that before we do this.
Shall we do? Even I'm confused.
I know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what we tried to prime there.
Even I'm confused.
Yes.
I'll tell you what. Less of this frivolity and nonsense.
We have a list.
Let's just go and have a coffee.
Let's have a coffee. And then we can do some more of that. That.
After this.
After this. That.
This, that. Assalamu alaikum
Wa rahmatullahi.
wa barakatuh. So this next item,
Yes.
you've billed this as a good one.
It's a goodie. Okay. This is
I
going to get you.
I know nothing about these lists.
Nope.
Nothing about the items on this list.
I just know how you're going to respond, and I just know. It's
We
brilliant.
spent way too much time together.
Absolutely, and we do think as one.
We do.
So it's going to be funny this, but it's just one of those where you just go, oh, number one, really, the year of our Lord 2019, really, we're still saying this rubbish, and number two,
It's
think
the year
it through.
1440.
Well, yes, it is.
1440.
Yes, it is. But the other thing is to just say, think it through.
Yeah.
Think it through. So, you might not come across this. There's a thing called Brexit happening. Just in case you haven't heard anything about it.
Is
Now,
this Britain
exiting,
exit
yes,
from the
European
EU?
Union. Yes, exactly. Now,
Okay. Now,
you can be
contrary to
pro-Brexit.
popular belief and opinion, this is
Yes.
not Britain exiting from Europe.
No, this
You
is
see,
not us saying
we
we're an
can't
island.
do that.
We are going to be our own continent. No.
No.
We will still be part of
are on the
Europe.
continental plate,
Yes.
which is Europe.
Yes.
So we can't leave that.
Yes.
Yeah, it'd take a lot of digging and drilling for us to leave that.
Yep.
And it would be
Well,
very,
they'd have to
very
redo a lot of
dangerous
maps as well,
Yes.
wouldn't they?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
They'd have to change rather a lot of maps.
Yep.
So you've got Brexit, where Britain is leaving the European Union,
Yep.
and people are pro-Brexit and people are anti-Brexit.
Yes.
And some people simply don't care.
Yeah.
A lot of people that
Shall
were
we talk about which camp I was in and which camp you were in?
Yeah, can do.
Shall I disclose?
I think we can. I don't think there's any issue with it.
Pro-Brexit.
Yeah,
Thank you for me.
me too.
Yep.
Me too.
Alhamdulillah.
Now, the issue was the day after the result came out, anybody that had gone pro-Brexit was daubed a racist and
Yeah.
a thug
Yeah,
and
yeah.
a Neanderthal that doesn't know what they're talking about.
That's right. Yeah.
Because the assumption that, or what was portrayed in the media was, if you voted pro-Brexit, you did it on the basis of immigration.
Yeah.
Which is simply not the case.
No.
I love immigration.
So do I.
Love it.
It enhances
It does.
everything about our glorious nation.
Every aspect.
It brings diversity to our shores
Yes.
and into our country that we would be in a very, very sad state without.
Yes.
Yeah, the kind of diversity that we've got and the kind of examples that we can look on from other
Yep.
people's cultures and ways is just an education
Yes.
to us and has been for generations.
Yes.
And needs to continue.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If
And,
there was
you
any
know-
issue with immigration, it was that it was too easy for some people. No, let me rephrase that. It was too difficult for some people where it was very simple for others. So as an example, somebody coming from the Indian subcontinent,
Yeah.
highly qualified, skilled,
Yeah.
was going to be an absolute benefit to the country,
Yeah.
might have found it difficult to get in.
Yes.
And other people from the European Union
Yep.
could just walk across.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? And it,
Free reign. Yeah. Free.
and it was that was a little bit of a challenge.
Yes.
So I
Yes.
suppose you could say immigration was an issue, but as in,
I'm sure I've
no,
mentioned this before.
everybody should have the same
Yeah.
benefits of getting into this country.
I'm
This
sure we've mentioned this
amazing
before,
country.
but the WhatsApp joke that went around. Yes, Gary, with your single GCSE and 3 teeth.
Yes.
Khalid, the brain surgeon, has taken your job.
Yes, yes, that's right. That's right, as you chant. But the other thing was, I think an awful lot of people who voted pro-Brexit actually did it having studied,
Yes.
having listened to the debates,
Yes.
having taken things into account.
That was me.
And that was me. And what they determined was, well, actually, I mean, as an example, a lot of my background is in finance and insurance.
Yeah.
Training, stuff like that. But we've got finance.
All
insurance.
of my background is.
Well, yes, absolutely,
Yep.
absolutely. And when the changes came to the financial system, to the Consumer Credit Act was established in 1974, but it was changed fundamentally towards the end of the 90s, and then again in the early 2000s, and then a little bit after that. And it was a thing called the Consumer Credit Directive. And the Consumer Credit Directive was called the European Directive.
Yep.
And what it was seeking to do was unify
Yep.
Europe
Yep.
in its approach to the regulation of consumer credit.
Yep.
Brilliant.
Exactly the same happened with regulated financial services.
Yes.
So investments pensions, money exchange,
Yes.
etc., fell under the same
Yes.
FSMA, Financial
Yes.
Services Markets Act,
Yes.
which was a directive driven by Brussels.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so,
Yeah.
this was brought into being, and I remember having to roll it out and doing all the training for it and saying, right, well, from here on in, we need to do this. And people go, well, you already do that. I know.
Yeah.
And now what we need to do is this. Well, we already do that.
Yeah.
I know. And now what we need to do is this. Well, don't we kind of already do that? Yes, we do.
Yes.
So it was formalising
Yes.
what we already did.
We already did. And exactly the same happened in financial
right.
services.
And the issue was, the reason we were having to do that is because the other countries in Europe weren't.
Yeah. So it was rolled out for them to this is the benchmark that you have to now abide by.
Yes.
This is the benchmark standard that you now have to implement.
Yes.
And you have to do it from now because this is a directive.
Yep.
Whereas we were already doing it.
We were already doing it. We've been doing it for 50, 60, 70 years.
But
or more.
But all of a sudden, didn't it feel like you're just being slapped?
Well, yes, but it wasn't even that because
Didn't it feel
as
like
soon
that?
as you get anybody that's going to come in and start doing paperwork, they like to do it on the negative. They like to beat you around the head with it. But the issue was, we were funding all of these changes.
Yep.
Yet we didn't need to do them.
Correct.
We were the pinnacle.
Yes.
We and Germany, to be fair,
Yep.
were very, very good, and there was certain other countries across Europe that were really good and really strong
Yep.
and good regulators.
Yep.
They had to prop up the rest of Europe.
Yes.
So it cost us for being the best.
Yes. Yes.
Now, in a way, that's a good thing
being the
because
best,
it meant that
we
Europe
were
didn't go to-
penalised.
But it meant that
for
we were
being
penalised
better
for,
than
for
most.
being better.
Yeah.
Rather than them having to fund catching us up, we
Yeah.
had to fund to bring them up.
So we had to pull them up.
Yes, so there was issues like that where you go, hang on a minute, we are still one of the greatest countries in Europe,
Yes.
but it's a little bit like being a Formula One car pulling a caravan.
Yes.
And maybe we should just unhook the caravan and fly.
Yes.
And so for me personally, and I think we've had this conversation, so I know for you as well, it was costing us a fortune to try and bring everybody up to our level.
Yeah.
Maybe we should just trade at our level
okay,
and
hang
let
on a
other
second.
people do that for themselves.
Not just to bring people up to our level.
Yeah.
But there were some countries that had utterly ludicrous
Oh, Spain.
systems in place for
Greece.
Greece is a classic example
Yep.
here. Retiring at the age of 50
Yes.
on full pension.
Yes.
Well, how was that going to be funded then?
Yep.
Well, we don't know. We'll have to borrow trillions and trillions.
Well, don't people die when they're 55? No,
No.
they don't. Not
No.
anymore.
Especially with the Mediterranean diet that you have in
Yes,
Greece.
yes.
People live into their 90s.
Your cheese is brilliant.
Therefore,
We thank you.
You are going to be paying these people
Yep.
for 40 years minimum.
Yes.
So, how are you going to afford to do that?
Absolutely. Ridiculous.
Well, it's okay. Our economy can't do that. So let's look at it this way. We'll just borrow the money to do it.
Yes.
Which is what they did.
Yep. You
And
can't borrow yourself out of debt.
It ended in catastrophe, as
Yes,
we all know,
absolutely.
and Greece went bust.
Another example
So
like that.
what happened when Greece went bust
Yep.
is that the rest of Europe had to chip in to what? Bail it out.
Yes.
We had to pay a disproportionate amount
Yes.
because of the wealth of our
Because
nation.
we didn't
Because
mess up.
because we're good at what we do,
Yeah.
we had to pay a disproportionate amount to bail out those that were either incompetent
Yes.
or
Borderline taking the...
absolutely.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yes.
Another example of that, if you go for a loan in this Great British Isle of ours,
Yep.
they will the lender will do what's called a credit score.
Yes.
They will basically do a credit score and they put all your details into a system and they search you and all these terms we know and understand. Oh, credit score, get that. Being searched, get that. And what they're doing is they're looking on that there are certain agencies that hold data about you because all of the lending institutions share that data.
Yep.
So that if you go to a loan at one place and you've defaulted on a loan at another place, they'll know about
Yeah.
it. And basically, you're less inclined to get that, or they'll charge a different, or whatever it might be.
Yep.
But it's done as a very fair system to see who does pay. Well, we'll give them loans. Who doesn't
Yep.
pay? Maybe we shouldn't be giving them loans.
So
And that's just taken for granted.
the
Credit
way
reference agencies.
The way that was taught to me is that If you want a loan,
Yeah.
you've got to almost be able to prove that you don't need it.
Yes. That was the old system with regards to banking. Now, if you want a loan, pay back the ones that you've got.
Yes.
That's a good start.
Yep.
And if you don't, they will know.
Yep.
Even if you go to another lending institution, because they will share the data.
Yep.
And it makes perfect sense.
Yes.
Because otherwise what happens is rates go up to cover for the people that aren't paying.
Yes.
So yet again, the lovely, beautiful, wonderful people who pay
their way and
pay
do it all
more
right.
to cover for the people that don't.
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
for people getting into financial difficulties, that's one thing. For people just not paying it back, that's another. So, credit reference agencies, doing searches, all of that. You think, yep, absolutely, of course, doing that for decades. Everybody does that. No. You walk into a bank in Greece and you say, can I have a loan? They say, yes.
Go on then.
They don't search you to see if you are a person that pays back your loans.
Yeah.
So it's just think, oh my God. So we were already doing all these things.
Yep.
So, sorry, we were trying to justify our pro-Brexit stance.
Yes.
The immigration was so that it would be as equally, efficient for people from the Indian subcontinent and all around the world to come to this country and bring their skills as it is for people who are, just across the English Channel.
Unskilled and just across, because they're part of the European club.
Yes.
They get free reign.
Yes. So not to stop people, just to make it fairer.
Yes.
Yes. And the other side was, we're spending an awful lot of money to enhance other aspects of
and
Europe.
let's face it, bailing out.
And bailing out
other
other
parts
places where, as a Formula One car, it's better not to tow a caravan.
Yep.
So, it was for those. It was not, let's stop all immigration. Let's chuck them all out. Well, none of that. It was none of that. Now, that said, there is a pro-Brexit freak, pro-Brexit activist, and he's caught on camera, and his name is James Goddard. And he's part of a group who backed Anna Soubry. And he says, pro-Brexit activist said, all Muslims should be removed from the UK.
Really?
So first of all, just how much does he need to be slapped?
He needs to be educated.
And educated. Because on so many levels...
Slapped.
Yeah, slapped.
Slapped first.
On so many levels, that is a ridiculous statement.
It's insanity.
Brexit does not stop Muslims travelling anywhere.
No.
You fool, James Goddard, you freak. You can't say, yes, I support Brexit because it affects Muslims. No, it doesn't.
No.
I don't want to say it. You
I do.
Silly person.
Idiot.
Oh, I don't like it. Yes, but yes.
Idiot.
You I word. You silly
You see, listeners,
individual.
I'm prepared to say the things that Junaid just won't.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
He's an idiot.
Oh my goodness. Pro-Brexit activists said all Muslims should be removed from the UK. Video found of James Goddard, part of group who backed Anna Soubry, arguing Islam should be banned from West. What's that got to do with Brexit? What is that? First of all, what's that got to do with Brexit?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing at all.
Secondly, so if you're using that as your platform for Brexit, or if you're using Brexit to support your platform, you are an idiot.
Yep.
You are the brains. I can't.
That beggars belief.
I don't want to offend amoebas. Do you know what I mean?
I know.
Oh, you
single-celled
fool.
organisms.
You fool. You absolute fool. Now, let's set that to one side. He's a fool. Do we accept that?
Yeah, absolutely.
He's an idiot. I'll say the word. Do we accept that?
Absolute
He's
idiot.
an absolute, ill-educated, stupid individual. I don't know if I'm going too heavy on this, lad.
Nope.
Nope? Okay, brilliant. So, because that would suggest, therefore, that everybody else in Europe was Muslim.
Yes, it would.
And that everybody in the UK wasn't.
Yes.
And therefore, if Brexit was to work, it would have to be based on Muslim, non-Muslim.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's not.
You freak.
You idiot.
You absolute and utter freak. Now,
It's
setting
outrageous.
that to one side,
Which
setting
is
that-
actually, it's difficult to set that to one side.
It is. But let's just go on the phrase, all Muslims should be removed from the UK.
Okay.
Okay, number one,
We've discussed this before.
we
haven't
have.
We have.
Number one, why? Why
Okay.
should they?
Yeah.
Why should they?
Yep.
That's number one. Number two, what?
What kind of impact
What?
would that have on our societies
Absolutely.
and our economy?
Look at me. What do you notice about me at this moment in time?
You've got a pot on your
I
wrist.
have a cast
Yes.
on my wrist.
You do.
The wonderful lady who x-rayed this,
Yeah.
guess what religion she was?
Was she wearing a hijab?
She was wearing a hijab.
I'm going to guess then that she was Muslim.
I'm going to go with Muslim.
Yes.
The specialist who reviewed the x-rays
Yes.
and then told me about the break in one of the bones
Yeah.
and the two fairly severe, it shocked me when I saw the x-ray, what's called fractures in the other bone,
Yeah.
and told me all the way through what was going to happen and what was going to get. Guess what religion he was?
I'm going to take a wild, far out guess here. Muslim?
Well, given that he saw my name and went, "Oh, are you Muslim?" and I said yes, and he gave me salam,
I'm guessing
I'm
he's
going to go
yeah.
with yes.
Yes.
And then to top it, when I went home, because the good lady had dropped me at A&E, guess how I got home?
Taxi?
And guess what religion the
I already
taxi
know
driver
that.
was? Well, yes, yeah,
Taxi
that
in
one we know.
Wakefield?
That one we know.
Muslim.
Muslim. So, first of all, what bad are any of those people doing?
None.
Do you know what I mean? It just does me head in. But it does me head. But secondly. Okay, are you Muslim?
Yes.
Am I Muslim?
Yes.
Are you British?
Yes.
Am I British?
Yes.
Were you always Muslim?
No.
No. Me too. So that's one bit of a nightmare. So, you know,
So when
what happens with us?
They're going to send me home, are they?
Yes, they're going to send you home to
Very good.
Wakefield?
Wakefield.
Right.
Good.
Okay, your good lady, is she Muslim?
Yes.
Was she born Muslim?
Yes.
In what country was she born?
This country.
My good lady, is she Muslim?
Yes.
Was she born Muslim?
Yes.
In what country was she born?
Actually, she's a foreigner.
Yeah, she's a foreigner. She was born in Scotland.
Scotland.
But I'm taking that as being part of the UK.
Absolutely.
So when you're sending them home, where you
Home.
send, what? It's
crazy.
just an absolute nonsense.
Send my missus home. Well, hang on a minute. She was
It's
born in
not-
Southampton.
to be fair, she'd have to go to Southampton.
Born in Southampton.
Yes, yes.
So send her home. That's fine.
Yes, my good lady. I mean, I'd have to go home. I'd have to go back to Sheffield.
Yeah.
I would. He's right. Do you know? Actually, I'm seeing the logic in his argument. He's right.
Yeah.
He's right. How dare I live in Wakefield?
I know.
How
It's
dare I
it's
live in
it's
Wakefield?
an
I should be
absolute
ashamed.
outrage.
I should be
Outrage.
ashamed. I don't know how you speak to me. You know, I am, and I make
There
a
are times.
mockery.
There are times.
I make a mockery of this United Kingdom by moving from Sheffield.
And how dare I be born in the place where I'm currently living?
No, as a Muslim,
or how dare I live
it's just
in my
shambolic.
birth town?
How dare you?
I mean,
How dare? But you're
what?
Muslim.
I know.
How dare you live in the town of your birth? You shoddy human
Oh,
being. You
my
poor
goodness.
excuse for a man.
Oh my goodness me, I've failed.
Oh,
I've failed in
my
every respect.
Goodness.
Subhanallah. So yeah. Come on, guys. What's his name again? Not that I'd want to name and shame.
James Goddard.
Goddard.
James Goddard. Just if you want to put something through his letterbox.
Yeah, just if I want to name and shame that stupid man.
Oh.
Where are you going to send me home to?
Oh.
So if you send all the Muslims home, the British transport system grinds to a what? A halt.
Yep.
It stops.
Yep.
Finished.
Yes.
If you send all the Muslims home,
Yeah,
the
but
NHS.
Home. Where?
Whoa,
Because
whoa,
the NHS.
no,
I mean,
no,
let's be honest.
I'm just going on his.
Sorry. Yes.
on his
yes,
words.
Yes. If you
These
were
are
to
his words, not
remove
mine.
them from the UK, let's put it
These
that way.
are his words, not mine.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
These are his words, not mine.
Yeah.
If you were to remove
Because
these from
if
the
you send
UK.
them home, all you will be doing is redistributing Muslims throughout the UK.
Yes.
Instead of Wakefield, I would be in Sheffield.
Yes. Yes. my
Instead of
missus
Wakefield, your good lady would be in Southampton. My
and
good
yours-
lady would be in Glasgow.
Glasgow.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it would just be redistributed across the UK. Oh, I nearly said something I shouldn't. You know how I normally finish points like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I nearly did, but I forgot I'm on live radio. Can't do that. Can't do that. So point number one. Nearly did it again. Point number one. Issue. Point number two. Oh dear. Honestly.
So yeah, the transport system gone.
Think.
Yeah.
Just
We've said this before. So
just think.
I understand. I understand if you've got a problem. We've got a problem. You don't mix. Don't mix. So there should be no mixing.
Just think.
So when you go out on a night out,
Just think.
fancy a kebab.
Well, this is it, right? We do our fantastic
Taxi.
facts. We do our fantastic facts.
Yes.
Get ready for this one.
Okay.
Right, it is in our fantastic facts.
Yeah.
But did you know the first curry house,
Yeah.
Indian restaurant, however you describe it,
Yeah.
let's say curry house, was built and opened in this great British Isle of ours 50 years before the first fish and chip shop.
Wow.
I know, wow.
Wow.
I know, wow. Your face is my face when I read that. I know.
That's outrageous.
What? How can that... But that's the truth of it.
Yeah.
That's the truth of it. What is our national dish now?
It's curry.
It's curry.
Yeah.
I seem to think, is it chicken korma?
Yeah.
Chicken korma is our national dish.
Oh, chicken
Now, don't get me wrong.
balti, chicken balti.
Oh, it might be balti, yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. I adore fish and chips.
Chicken tikka masala.
Oh, it might, chicken tikka masala.
Yeah.
I adore fish and chips.
Yeah, so do I.
I adore fish and
Yep.
chips. Fridays are great days for Jumma
And
because you serve fish and chips.
Yes.
You just do. It's tradition. It's what
Yes.
you do. So love fish and chips. Don't stop me loving curry as well.
I know.
You know what I mean?
What's
and I don't
that?
want to bring it
What's
all
that?
down to food, but let's
But let's
just
bring it
how
down.
great are kebabs. Oh, I mean, come on.
My life wouldn't be the same.
I know. Come on.
And when I
Come
go for my protein and fat diet
Yes.
with my new regime of bulking up
Yep.
at the gym,
Yep.
kebabs are on the menu.
Yes. You look at a lot of Arabic food.
It's just
It's utter.
beautiful.
It's just divine.
It's delight.
It's divine.
Delight on a plate.
Divine.
It's delight on a plate. It really is.
In fact,
Alhamdulillah.
if you were to get rid of everything that was Islamically based,
Yeah.
you wouldn't have a number system anymore.
No.
You'd have to revert to Roman numerals.
Yes.
Because the last European numerical system
Yes.
was Roman numerals.
Yes.
It was replaced by
Arabic
numerals. Arabic numerals. So as we have discussed before, how many people would you like to send back? All of them. Put a figure on it. 1 million. Can't tell you 1 million.
No,
because that's an
can't do
Arabic
that.
number.
It's XXX
It's
VV
XXM.
MVCC.
And you need to send
MV.
MM of them. MM. Well, what I would say to you, sir, is you are a C.
Yeah.
Don't you just love them? Don't you just
See.
love them? Because were it not for these people, I mean, first of all, we wouldn't have a radio show.
No, we wouldn't, would we?
But they make our arguments for us. Because even the people that might swing, just look at that and go, oh my goodness, what an idiot.
What on earth has he done?
What are you talking
has he
about?
done?
So,
Subhanallah.
when people say immigration is a pro-Brexit stance, it is not.
No, it's not.
It is not. An immigration based on religion
No, even less.
absolutely flies in the face
Yep.
of great British values.
Yep.
Because great British values allow us to be the people we want to be,
Yep.
doing what we want to do,
Yep.
and practicing the religion or not that we want
Of
to
our
practice.
choice. Yes.
That of our choice. And as soon as you start affecting that, it's not Great Britain anymore.
You're tampering with our great British values.
Yes.
Yes.
So do you know what I think we should do with James Goddard?
Send him home. Send him home.
Send him home! That's what I say. Pack him off. Send him home. Send him because if we do a DNA, go back to the DNA thing. Where's he from?
Africa.
Send him home. Send him home. That's what I say. Do a DNA test and send him back to Africa. Oh dear, no, you just love it.
Subhanallah. Oh. So I think we should pen him a letter, do you?
I think we should.
So we'll write it now.
I think we should. No, I can't be bothered. Just send him this.
Send him this
Send him this as a podcast. Dear James.
No, dear idiot.
Dear idiot.
AKA James.
James C. Please listen.
Please listen.
Please find attached. First of all, Assalamu alaikum, James.
Yes.
Please find attached.
By the way, none taken. Exactly. Oh,
I can imagine looking, oh, no, not them two. Not them two. So we've moved away from religion to perhaps, is there something else? Is there some other underlying problem you have here, James? Is there?
He doesn't like beards.
Yeah. Don't do beards.
And that's just the women.
Absolutely. Oh, dear. Oh, I need to sit down in a dark room.
So do I.
Oh, let's do that now.
Do that now, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa rahmatullahi.
Wa barakatuh. Do you know we've both joined a gym?
Yes, we have.
Yep. Regrettably, we both joined the same gym.
Yes, absolutely. It's going to be embarrassing.
Yes, for me.
Both of us. Oh, as you keep doing that little nod, you're like, oh yeah, morning.
You're pumping iron. Yes, yes.
You're sat in the sauna. Oh
dear.
But no, very good.
But I've been racking my brains trying to think of because I've heard, I don't know whether this is right, but I've heard it a number of times that when you exercise, you tear muscle.
Yes, I've heard this.
And the action of tearing muscle, then it repairing, makes it grow bigger. And you're increasing the muscle size because you're putting ever more demands on the muscle, and it grows to be able to deal with the work that you're making it do.
Absolutely.
Okay, so when you do exercise and tear muscle, what's the vital ingredient for repairing that muscle?
And as you ask that question, my brain is saying, I wonder if it's protein.
Yep.
Okay, because that's you always hear bodybuilders saying, protein.
No carbs, no carbs.
Protein.
Yeah. Now, so I was trying to work out what's the best food to eat just to get your kick of protein.
Right.
And the thing is that I've also heard that you've got a window of opportunity of a certain time limit after taking exercise in which you must eat that protein for it to do the job that it needs to do.
No, that I didn't know.
You can't just eat protein the morning after. It has to be literally just after you've trained, which is why most gyms sell protein bars and protein shakes. The other night when I'd done my second workout of the week.
Hey! Congratulations.
And I was hurting.
Pace for itself now, isn't it?
I was hurting. Honestly, and I still am.
Yeah.
But I was hurting. I was hurting in my arms.
Wow.
Even down my forearms and wrists were hurting. Shoulders. And chest and upper back. Yeah, it was all hurting. I've decided to concentrate on those areas.
Yeah.
So it's chest, shoulders, and upper arms, upper body, so that my belly doesn't look as big.
Yes.
Yeah. So if I can make my chest and upper arms and shoulders look massive, it make my enormous belly look small.
Yes.
That's my theory.
That's the way to do it.
I'm
not going to lose this. I'm going to gain.
That's my
this.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. Losing this is too hard at my time of life. Therefore, I'm just going to have to gain this to compensate. And that's my theory. I'm going to stick to it. It'll probably make my legs look a little bit strange. This triangular shaped body on two pins. But so what's the best thing to eat? Now I had a protein shake right after my second workout.
Yes.
And I am given to understand that that's the right thing to do at the right time.
Okay.
Yeah. My third workout of the week.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this was on 3 consecutive days, by the way.
Yes.
I had a protein bar.
Okay.
Yeah, which is same amount of protein, and there's not much sugar in these things either, so it's okay. There's virtually no fat.
Yeah.
So it's made out of some kind of whey powder or something.
Right.
I don't know the science behind it, but it is.
Okay.
But I also know of people who eat massive quantities of eggs.
Right.
Eggs.
I was going to say tuna. I remember people ramming tuna down the face after they'd...
I know 2 people, and you know one of them,
Right.
Mr. CPR.
Ah, yes.
He used to blend up raw liver and just drink that.
Oh.
I think wanting a big muscles, there are limits.
Yes.
There are limits.
Yes.
And that's just exceeded those limits
yes.
by some way.
Oh.
So, no, I'm not
So
having that.
when you say,
Not
what's
having
that, chopped liver, he would literally say, yep.
Yep, it is. It is, yeah. Oh. I don't mind liver cooked. That's all right. Curried liver's fantastic, fantastic. But no. There are limits. So eggs. Right?
Eggs.
So I got this recipe.
You like eggs?
I love eggs.
See, I don't like eggs.
I know you don't. This is where you're going to be at a bit
Mix them with
disadvantaged.
beans, but then beans are high in sugar.
Yes. You're going to struggle here.
So you were saying
unless you get used to eggs. So I got, you know those
recipe for egg, is that not buy chicken, wait?
Crack the shell and yeah, that's it. Yeah, buy chicken.
Recipe for egg.
Wait. Subhanallah. So you get those, the round slices of meat that you can get, like salami.
Yes.
Yeah, and you can get turkey salami, you get roast turkey, etc. etc. All fully halal. Yeah, you can get them from the halal supermarket.
Yep.
And if you get one of those and stuff it into a bun case, a muffin case.
Oh yes,
right?
Yeah.
So I've got silicone ones at home that I use. So silicone muffin case.
Yeah.
And I shove a piece of meat into there. Yeah.
Yes.
And then crack an egg into it.
Right.
And I did that. I did 9 of these the other night because I only had 9 eggs. And
need a bigger chicken.
The 10th piece of meat in there was my treat for doing it.
Yes.
So I did 9 of these, meat in a bun case, crack an egg in it, put some salt and pepper on, bung it in the oven until the eggs cooked. And you know what? It's gorgeous.
Wow.
Now, if you're a vegetarian, that doesn't work.
Right.
But you can use Quorn meat. You get those things that it's like a slice of turkey, but it's Quorn. So you can do that
the same way?
I guess it does, because it's the same kind of thing, isn't it?
Stuff in it, stuff.
Yeah, it's stuff in it,
yeah.
Stuff. So I'm guessing that's the way forward for me. I'm just going to be eating those.
Eggs.
Day and night.
Eggs in
meat.
Meat.
Eggs, but it's protein.
Eggs in blanket.
Protein.
Pure protein.
Alhamdulillah.
Well, is that why Rocky used to crack raw eggs into a glass, drink them, and then go for his run?
And then go for his run, yeah. Up those steps,
Yeah.
All the way to the top.
Eventually,
yeah. So that's what he did.
Wow.
So I'm thinking, if I want to build my upper body,
yes,
I need to be eating loads of these things.
Yeah.
So what are you going to eat?
I don't know.
You might.
Tuna.
You could do.
Yeah.
You might have to go for these shakes and
actually,
and
it could even be that.
Think
about it. It could even be that.
Yep. Choose the vanilla.
Right.
If you have one.
Don't do strawberry. Is it a bit powdery? Oh dear.
Yeah. You know that strawberry that tastes like really fake strawberry that never tasted like strawberry in the first place?
Yes.
It's kind of that strawberry.
Is it that strawberry?
The chocolate one is a bit sickly as well. It's like cooking chocolate. It's not,
I'm not a fan of chocolate and things like that anyway.
Nah.
Chocolate drinks. Although, hot chocolate top of a mountain works.
Oh yeah.
Anywhere else?
You did that the other week, didn't you?
Lovely. Yeah, did.
Wow.
But yeah, eggs. Oh, wish I liked eggs then. That'd be easy, wouldn't it?
It would. I tell you what. Why don't you try and get to like them?
Sounds like too much of an effort. It sounds like too much like hard work, that. Sounds like I'd have to do something.
Anyway, hang on a minute. Going to the gym.
Yes.
Eating protein.
Yes.
And
an all new healthy lifestyle. This is incredible.
An entirely new healthy lifestyle.
Yes. So that my suits will fit again.
I'm not doing anything unhealthy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other than sitting down and watching 2 hours of binge box sets.
Yeah. Eating chocolate digestives.
The cup of tea and biscuits. Yeah. That's not ideal.
But it's fine to do that if you're going to balance it out with a bit of exercise.
And also having a full fish and chips for lunch.
Yes. But it's very nice.
It's not ideal, is it?
It was nice. It was nice.
But it was called for.
Do you know what is bad?
Go on.
When the lady serving goes, oh, and you'll be wanting loads of salt and vinegar, because it's a regular order. That's when it gets bad. Yeah. That was a bit, oh dear.
Yeah. She knows us.
Yep.
That's a bit, She knows who we are.
She does.
She can see us coming. Already knows the order.
Yes.
Already knows exactly what we want.
Yes.
Already knows exactly how we like it.
But going to the gym is not like I remember going to the gym. It's more relaxed.
I've enjoyed it this time.
Yeah.
I've only been 3 times.
Yeah.
But the 3 times I've been, I've enjoyed it.
Yes.
And I am yet to go to the pool.
Right.
Yeah. The other gym.
Yeah.
I used to hate it so much that the gym equipment was upstairs.
Right.
And I always used to say to myself, I just can't face the steps. Today, I just can't face the steps today.
Yeah.
I just can't face the steps. I'll go to the pool instead.
Yeah.
So, and I used to just live in the jacuzzi in the pool and the steam room and so on.
Yeah.
Because I like that. It's a chill out zone.
Even that is relaxing.
It's a chill out zone. It's nice. But I have enjoyed these machines because I had a fella taught me how to use them.
Yes.
And I've actually enjoyed them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Brilliant.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Great.
It was brilliant. So we joined as a couple, not me and you, me and the good lady, joined as Mr. and Mr. Rahim.
Oh, you were.
We joined as a couple, but they very kindly, because it's on medical grounds, I can suspend my membership, and it won't start till I get me cast off my wrist because I broke my wrist. For people thinking, why has he got a cast on his wrist? Because I broke my wrist in 3 places.
Yeah, and I told you not to go back to those places.
You did. You said, don't go back to those 3 places.
Yes.
Where are those 3 places? The top, the middle, and the bottom of the mountain.
Don't go to any of those places.
But yes, so as soon as it's possible, I can go.
Yeah, inshallah.
I can go.
In the meantime, you can still go on a treadmill.
I could go on a treadmill, but it just didn't seem...
you can just work on one half of your body.
I could just do one arm.
You'd end up like one of those, what's it called, that crab that's got a one massive pincer.
Oh, yes!
What is it? It's a Hercules crab.
Hercules
crab. You can end up like one of those.
You know they do these beginning and after shots?
Yeah, before and after.
I could do a before and after, but it'd be one shot.
In one shot. Or you could just turn one way and then turn the other way.
Can you imagine?
Turn one way.
How would I do this machine with one arm? Looks like you're like criminally insane.
Fantastic.
Oh, but I'm hoping it's only going to be another few weeks.
And
then we're in like Flynn. I'm looking forward to it.
It's a good place.
I'm looking forward to it.
And we've been reliably informed that what they're working on now is enabling Netflix on the treadmills.
Yes.
So
that'd be cool.
I'll just go there.
Yes.
I mean, 2.5 hours of Netflix.
Yep.
Just slips by in the blink of an eye for me.
And if you're going to do it sat down, you may as well do it walking.
Yeah.
You don't even have to run. Just do it walking.
Exactly. Yeah, brisk walking.
Brisk walk.
6 kilometres per hour.
Yeah.
That's a brisk walk for me.
Yes.
And I can go for hours doing that. Watching box sets.
Brilliant.
2 episodes of Peaky Blinders.
Oh.
I'll have done about 5k.
Oh, how good is Peaky Blinders?
Brilliant.
It's amazing.
Brilliant. Anyway, enough of that.
So that's that. So yes, very good. A little pat on the back there for joining a gym and using it.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. This is not the first gym I've joined, but it is the first I've used.
That you've used. That's the thing. And it's probably 25 years since I've joined a gym.
Actually looking forward to going this evening.
That's the thing.
Looking forward to it.
You're looking forward to it. And I'm looking forward to the opportunity to go, which I can't do at this moment in time.
Inshallah.
So, very good.
So anyway, being a new healthy, new healthy me, and a new balanced diet me, I can still, because I'm going to run tonight, and I'm going to go on my weight machines, and I'm going to use a load of calories and loads of energy. I can afford to eat this cookie right now.
Let's do that now then.
Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa rahmatullahi.
Wa barakatuh. Well, we're rocking through this list.
We are.
And what a list.
Yes.
Yeah, I have to say.
Yes,
our listeners, it's just a treat.
They've been spoiled.
They're spoiled.
Do you know what I mean? Spoiled.
Spoiled rotten.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah?
And
they will
yes.
not know what to do with themselves.
Yep.
When we finish.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, that's normally the case anyway, isn't it? Yeah. People are so disorientated and disillusioned
yes,
in life.
Absolutely.
They simply don't know what to do.
Don't know what's hitting. Oh.
But we have a story, I understand,
well,
about I tell you what, you introduced this.
Well, the weird thing is, not weird, not for the first time. This is one of yours.
Yes.
You found this one.
Yes.
This is one of yours, and it's a doozy. It's brilliant. Brilliant. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Immigration officer.
Yep.
Fired.
Yep.
For placing terror of a wife on list.
Okay.
And it's like, what?
What does that mean then?
In London, an immigration officer was so sick of his terror of a wife that he put her on a terrorist watch list.
Oh,
no. Oh, my goodness. But it meant that she couldn't get home having visited Pakistan.
So she'd gone over to head office to see some relatives.
She'd gone over to head office to see some relatives.
Some relatives. And couldn't get back.
At that time, he put her name on a terrorist watch list.
Oh, my goodness me.
So the officer added her name to the register of people banned from flights to the UK while she was visiting family overseas. When she went to the airport to get her return flight back, officials told her she could not board the plane, but could not explain to her why.
Oh, my goodness me.
Now, given that her husband worked in the immigration office, she phoned her husband.
Yes.
And she said, "Excuse me, husband, for whatever reason, they won't let me board the plane."
Yes.
And he said, that's strange. Leave it with me.
I think I know where this is going.
He promised to look into it. I'm reading this out of a newspaper. This is all true. He promised to look into it, and in the interim, left her stuck in Pakistan for 3 years. 3 years.
And it says 3 weeks would be long enough.
Well, exactly. And it says, in this time, he had the time of his life. Now, listeners, we are not in any way, shape or form condoning this. We're not condoning it. We agree that it is terrible. It is awful.
He deserves the most severe of punishments.
Most severe of punishments.
But it's
I have
the way
to say,
it reads.
It reads so well. It just reads well. An immigration source said, "A lot of people may dislike their other halves, but to do this takes it to the next level." You reckon? You reckon?
Is that next level stuff then? Not only you dislike your missus, but you're prepared to have her on a watch list.
A watch list?
For 3 years.
I've been even there for 3 years, knowing
list
full well. Why am I on a watch list? Well, because I put you on there, look. Oh, dear.
Why aren't I allowed to board a plane heading for the UK? Oh. Because I told them you...
Because I said, see that Shubnam, bit of a woman she is.
Yeah, you can't... No.
Can't trust her.
You can't be having her back in the country.
No. Better off. To be safe, better off leaving her where she is.
Just leave her there.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh. Let them deal with her. No.
Needless to say, anything that starts needless to say usually means... it does need to be said.
Yes.
Needless to say, she was confused when she got to the airport, as she had never been involved in anything criminal or terrorist related. She obviously thought her husband, being an immigration officer, would be able to find out what was going on. Little did she know, it was him who had first put her on the list.
This is unbelievable stuff.
Oh,
this is outrageous.
It's not finished.
Oh, go on.
The officer was caught out only when bosses vetted him after he went for a promotion.
Oh.
If he hadn't gone for promotion...
nobody would know.
And she'd still be in pack.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
So does it continue to say what happened when she eventually got back here?
It says they realised his wife was on the watch list.
How much of a telling off did he get?
Well, no, get ready for this. Get ready for this, right? They realised his wife was on the watch. He was going for a promotion. They've done a search on him. Noticed that his wife is on a terror-related watch list.
Yes.
They asked him for an explanation.
Yeah.
And his explanation was, you see, no, I did that. I did that. She shouldn't really be on that. Can I still have my promotion?
No. Oh, these people who are appointed to these positions where they've got the power to radically alter the course of people's lives.
Affect people's lives, absolutely.
And these people do things like this with some kind of recklessness.
Yes. Yep.
I mean, this is just terrible.
Yep.
But the thing is...
And I know we're joking about this.
What it shows me is, where are the checks and balances?
Absolutely.
Who checks these things?
Absolutely. So basically, your name is put on that list. That's it.
There's nothing you can do about it.
There's nothing you can do about it.
Until somebody goes for a promotion and owns up.
Yes, yeah.
Owns up.
But what makes me think about is what's happening in America at this moment in time.
Oh, yeah.
With people being deported.
Yes.
People just being collected up.
Yep.
Children being collected up from the schools, stuck in a detention centre. The parents being deported.
Yep.
On what authority? Your name's on a list.
Yeah.
What does that remind you of? In fact, don't even tell me what that reminds me of.
No,
You know what I mean?
We all know what that.
We all know what that sounds like. Your name's on this list.
Your name is on a list.
I'm just doing my job.
Superb.
Terrifying, isn't it? So I know we're laughing about this, and that's because it's funny.
Terrible.
But when you take the wider ramifications,
it's
this
appalling.
Is terrifying.
Frightening. Yeah.
Terrifying.
Frightening.
Why can't I get on this plane? Name's on a list.
Yeah.
Who put it there? I don't know.
I don't know.
Why is it there? I don't know.
I don't know.
What's it doing on there?
I can't tell you.
Who's looking into it?
I can't tell you.
Terrifying.
Man.
Terrifying.
Man.
Terrifying. But I have to say, makes good radio.
It's just the way it reads.
Oh, it is. It's just the way it
Well, he had the time of his life.
Oh my goodness! Needless to say,
I wonder what that translates into.
Oh,
what was the time of his life? I mean, we all have our disagreements, don't we? With our better halves.
Absolutely.
And we'll sometimes rue the day that we said yes, don't we? Sometimes.
And we might even unconsciously do things to annoy.
Yes.
Without realising, if leaving your socks on the floor annoys you, you might find yourself leaving your socks on the floor.
Toothpaste, lid off.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Half drunk.
Toilet seat up,
half drunk cups of coffee, whatever it might be. Whatever particular trigger, whatever particular button there is that can be pressed, we might press it again.
From time to time, just to make the point.
Just to make the point.
Yes.
What we don't do is put them on a terrorist watch list.
I am as annoying as you think I am.
Yes.
Let me make that point. But to put somebody on a terrorist watch list is... There's a line. There's a line, isn't there?
As the department says, that takes it to the next level.
Yeah, there's a line. You don't cross that kind of line, do you?
We might want to avoid that going forward, shall we say.
Can you imagine what yours or my missus might say about that?
Oh, my goodness.
If
I actually can't. By that, I mean, can't. I don't want to.
I don't want to allow myself to go there.
No.
No. Not a chance.
No. But can I say, if they're listening, our good ladies, hey, listen, could be worse. You think we're bad?
Yeah, ladies, you've got it lucky. You've got us.
Yes. I think you'll find you're not on a terrorist watch list as a result of me.
I know for a fact that my wife's life improved dramatically when I told her that I was going to marry her.
Cool.
Yeah, I didn't ask, I told her. So I'm going to marry you.
Yeah. We said one day we'll share those stories. Not today,
Inshallah.
but we'll share those stories because I've never heard yours, you've never heard mine, but I'm guessing the corkers. I know mine is, and I'm just by the look on your face now, I know yours is. But not for now. Do you know what we're going to do now?
That's not how it works on my street, is what I got.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm what I am, and you are what you are.
Wow.
That's not how it works on my street.
Wow. Wow.
And I went,
let's give it a go.
Yes, it does.
It does now.
From today.
Yep. And you approved?
Right.
Correct.
So, enough of that. Let's put that story to bed and do some of this instead.
Inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa rahmatullahi
wa barakatuh.
Oh, that was really good. Oh,
here we go.
Oh, here we go. Oh, hey. No, not quite got it. Not quite got it. Not quite got it.
Subhanallah. Are you quite ready?
I am. Now I'm very ready. Very ready. Because I've been really excited about this one. Okay. Really excited about this one.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Mysterious radio signals from deep space detected.
Ooh.
And who is reporting this? BBC News.
Really?
Yes. So this is not a, pie in the sky, yada, yada, yada. No.
It's not a freak station in the Midwest.
Not a freak station saying, my tinfoil hat is picking up signals. No. It says...
I made a brain scanner
yes.
out of a colander and some Kit Kat foil.
Yes, yeah. My filling is picking up Japanese. Who was that?
I can't remember.
It was the lady comedian. Yeah. What's her name? I can't think. But she genuinely said that her it was during World War II. She genuinely said that her filling was picking up a Japanese covert thing. My goodness. But no, none of those. None of those. Astronomers have revealed details of mysterious signals emanating from a distant galaxy picked up by a telescope in Canada.
Wow.
The precise nature and origin of the blasts of radio waves is unknown. Among the 13 fast radio bursts known as FRBs, I think that's because they're fast radio bursts. We love our TLAs, don't we? Our three-letter acronyms. Was a very unusual repeating signal coming from the same source about, get ready for this, 1.5 billion light years away.
That's a bit of a distance.
That is a distance.
So we can't just get in a rocket and go and say hi, can we?
But also, how long has it taken for that radio signal to travel this way, that far?
I know.
You know what I mean? Because we will... when we walk,
how fast does a radio wave travel?
Well, that's the thing. That's what I was going to say. When we walk out of our station... Not out of the... When we come out of here, when we come out of the... What do you call these bits? Booths.
Yeah.
Recording booths.
Yeah.
And into the main station bit.
Yeah.
We have whatever's on currently playing on two different radios.
Yes.
One of which is a DAB radio.
Yes.
And one of which is a normal
analog radio.
Yeah. Are they in time?
No.
There's
about a
couple of seconds.
4 seconds.
4 seconds difference. Yeah. And what apparently accounts for the 4 second difference? Is it not the speed at which radio signals travel compared to digital signals?
I don't know.
Oh, I always assumed it was.
I don't know.
So digital is much quicker where there's a slight delay. Because if you think, do you remember the old delays? Morecambe and Wise used to do sketches about it, and the two Ronnies used to do sketches about it where, we've got a satellite link. We've got a satellite link to, Uganda. Yeah. And then there would be a massive delay. Yeah. And that's because it was done on radio. Yeah. We don't get those anymore.
No.
Because the information's transmitted digitally. Wow. So you no longer get those. So radio waves obviously travel slower than digital transfer, but it means that they travel slower.
Yep.
So if it's 1.5 billion light years, not just miles, light years.
Given
away.
that light travels at 186,000 miles per second.
Yes.
And there are 31,536,000 seconds in a year.
Wow.
I can't do the maths.
No.
Those numbers are too big for any calculator.
Yeah.
It'll just get a random number with a couple of numbers and a dot and an E.
Yes.
Well, I'm sorry, I don't understand that.
Yeah, and let's be honest, calculators, you turn it upside down and put rude words in.
Yeah.
You know, that's all you do.
Yeah.
But a light year is how long?
Hello. I used to write hello.
Yeah, hello. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Is that a rude word?
Yeah.
Right.
So a light year is.
What did you used to write?
I can't remember.
Shell oil. I did that one as well.
Shell oil.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you do that upside down on a calculator. I'm not sure that's rude either.
No.
I'm just interested in what.
It would be if you're
you
BP.
did.
If you were BP, you might consider that to be a bit of an anomaly.
Yeah.
But so a light year is the length of time it takes for light.
Coming back to your rude word, upside down on a calculator.
Yeah, I can't remember that. That's the thing, I can't remember. I just remember other people in class doing it, not me.
Oh, no. I was about to call you out for that. I was about to call you out for that.
Oh, good Lord, not me. No.
I was going to say, I would have been very disappointed.
Yes, see, you think that's not him, that?
That's not you.
Not him.
To say anything rude.
So a light year literally how long it takes light to, or how far light can travel in a year?
Yes.
Yes.
How far it can travel in a year.
Yes,
I'll give you those stats again.
Yep.
186,000 miles per second.
Per second.
And how many seconds in a year?
Is
31,536,000.
Wow. So that is a lot.
That's a long way.
It is a long way.
Yeah. It's rather like that sentence that you just uttered.
Yes, yeah. I'm trying to get my brain around it. So that's a long way, and it's 1.1 billion of them.
I've just noticed when you're trying to get your head around something.
Yeah.
It's like the needle's stuck.
Yes.
On one word.
Yeah.
On one,
yeah. Or
one word.
Just keep repeating myself. Just keep repeating myself.
Word.
To give my brain time to catch up.
Word.
Yes. Yeah. See, seriously, that's exactly what happens. Oh my goodness.
Fantastic.
Yes. So, and that's how far away it is. So if that's how far away it is, and we're just getting the radio signals now, how long ago were they sent? How long ago did they emanate?
Trillions of years ago.
Do you know what I mean? So
trillions of years ago.
It's incredible. So does that also mean that all radio waves never stop? So 1 trillion years from now, somebody could be listening to this rubbish in a distant galaxy.
Far, far away, and they'll have the capacity, the intelligence to be able to pick up the signal and decode it and play it.
Yes.
And they'll be listening to us two.
Yeah.
Do you know what?
Do you know what they'll be trying to figure out?
How lucky they are.
Well, how lucky they are, and also, so if you turn the calculator upside, what words can you put in?
Yeah. No, they'll be trying to figure out what a calculator is, so they can then figure out what rude words you can write.
It says such an event has only been. This is what blows my mind. Such an event has only been reported once before by a different telescope.
Okay.
How does a telescope pick up
it's not
radio waves?
No, it's not the thing that you look through with lenses and glass.
Okay.
These are.
It's not your Jules Verne.
No, it's not. It's not one of those. It's not one of those that pirates used. It's not one of those.
Yeah.
No. This is one of those massive satellite dishes.
Yes.
That revolves 360 degrees.
But then they would say a satellite dish, not a telescope. Telescope looks out.
Yeah, so does the satellite dish. It does, but it looks for different things.
I suppose
it looks digitally rather than analogically.
Visually.
Yeah.
Right, okay. It says, knowing that there is another suggests that there could be more out there. So in other words, when there was one, it was an anomaly.
Yep.
2, you're starting to create a rule, aren't you?
Well, okay. So 1 is unique. 2 is could be coincidence.
Yeah.
3 is a trend. 3. So when we next get a report from a different telescope, then it becomes that we need to investigate this. Wow. And I wonder what the radio waves were, because if we think about our radio waves, radio waves are meaningless unless you've got a receiver that can decode the wave and turn it back into a format that we can understand.
True.
So a wave on its own is utterly meaningless.
Yes.
Yeah. But the fact is that it's been sent out
Yep.
at one of the radio frequencies
that we can
detect. Yeah. But I wonder what it says. I wonder if they're able to decode it and tell us what it is.
Yeah.
It could be
42.
42.
That's so good.
From a computer called Deep Thought.
Yes, yes. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant. Oh, so for people thinking, what? It's the answer to...
The ultimate question of life, the universe and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 42.
42.
What we don't know is what the actual question is.
So we've created a new thing to figure out what the...
It's called Earth.
Oh.
And shortly before it delivered its answer, it was tragically demolished.
Yes, and do you know why it was demolished? To make way for...
hyperspace bypass.
This, by the way, is all Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which, coincidentally, my parents got in touch and said, oh, we were just clearing out some boxes and we found the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Oh.
Is this yours?
Oh.
And I was like, I think it might just be.
Is that the book?
The book.
Right, okay.
Which is a trilogy in...
4 parts.
I mean, that alone. A trilogy in 4 parts. One of which is called So Long and Thanks for All the Fish.
Yeah, that's when all the dolphins leave.
Yeah.
Because they turn out to be, they were the most intelligent things on Earth.
And they were trying to give us signals, but we misconstrued those as them simply balancing balls on the end of the nose.
Yeah. And laughing. Smiling at us.
Laughing and smiling. Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
What were the others? Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yeah, the restaurant at the end of the universe.
Restaurant at the end of the universe.
Yeah. So Long and Thanks for All the Fish.
Yeah.
And...
I know, I can't think. Oh, I can't think.
I'm going to have to come back to that.
I'm going to have to get the book. I'm going to get the book off my mum and dad, reread it anyway, because it was so funny.
It's brilliant.
Babelfish.
I mean, what genius.
I know.
The man was genius.
Yeah.
The man was just off his rocker.
Yep.
Genius.
Yes.
But insanely funny.
Yes.
And his concepts were as much about life and religion as anything I've ever read.
Absolutely.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliantly done.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think
all a satire on the universe and its many wonders.
Absolutely. Because I enjoyed Red Dwarf, and I think Red Dwarf
fantastic.
Basically, talk about standing on the shoulders of giants. I think Red Dwarf took an awful lot of its inspiration from
inspiration and humour. I mean, one of the episodes of Red Dwarf to this day has me in hysterics. I cannot not laugh. I cannot not bend over, doubled in laughter. It's when Crichton they're trying to teach Crichton how to say the word smeghead.
No, it's specifically to an individual.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Smee.
And he's programmed not to be able to.
He's not allowed to
deliver any bad language or any derogatory.
That's right.
Or demeaning language, and he's not able to say it. Yeah. And they're trying to make him do it. It is one of the funniest things to this day I have ever seen. Yeah, and it's on a par with Only Fools and Horses when he leans against the bar.
Oh my
goodness! That is comedy.
Comedy genius.
At its absolute best.
Genius.
It's brilliant.
Yes.
And you can watch that time after time after time, and still you cannot watch it without laughing.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's not him falling.
Nope.
It's Trigger.
Yeah.
And him just like looking
and then doing
thinking,
double take.
How many takes?
Yep.
And how did they do that?
Yep.
Without just dying laughing?
Yes, yeah. And I remember watching the programme about that, and he was saying, because David Jason was saying, that is not how people fall.
No.
Because if you fall, you try and stop yourself, and he just went straight over, it's a comedy fall. Yes. It's a comic fall, and then Trigger's double take is just brilliant. And it was something like the top 50 funniest moments of all time, or the top 100 funniest moments of all time. Yeah. And Only Fools and Horses were 2 of the top 3.
Yeah.
That one,
the chandelier.
And the chandelier.
Genius.
I mean, and do you know how he got most of his inspiration?
Go on.
Just listening to stories. Somebody told him that story.
Oh, really?
Somebody told him, oh, you'll never guess what happened to so-and-so. Oh, my goodness. Incredible. I know somebody, or I remember working with somebody who sold him a car.
What?
And, what was his name? Was it John? Oh, I'm so terribly sorry. I can't remember his name. But he came in, he was buying a
Reliant Robin.
No, he was buying a car for his daughter. So he was buying a Ford. Okay. Buying a Ford for his daughter. And said, what name is it? So it was for my daughter, but now my name is... And the bloke went, oh, why do I know that name? Why do I know... John Sullivan. He said, why do I know that name? Why do I know that name? And he went, I did a bit of writing for TV. He went, oh, anything I might know? And he just started humming. I was like, Rick, you forget that somebody wrote that stuff.
I know.
And he also wrote...
It's almost like they're immortal, aren't they?
Yes, He also wrote one of my... which has to be in my top 10. So, Only Fools and Horses up there, probably 1 or 2.
Yep.
In my top 10 was also Just Good Friends.
Yep.
Which was brilliant. Mm-hmm. He wrote that.
Fantastic.
He wrote that, and he wrote the theme song for it, and the guy who played Vince sung it.
Do you know? I mean, this might be going back.
I'm going to say, we have really
too far in history. Yeah. For you to remember this.
Right.
Steptoe and Son.
Oh, I remember Steptoe. Well, I remember the reruns of Steptoe and Son.
Brilliant.
Yes. Yeah.
Genius again. Utter genius.
But I've just got to say, for things that stick in your mind, because Just Good Friends has got to be 30, 40, maybe 40, or it's more than that. It's probably more than that years old.
Yeah.
And to this day, I still giggle when I hear people talk about introducing themselves as an accountant.
Uh-huh.
Because when it's Penny and Vincent, when Penny meets up with Vince again, because they split up, he jilted her at the altar, left at the altar, didn't see each other, and then they meet up again, and they're getting to know each other again. It's funny. And she goes, so what is it that you do for a living? And he goes, oh, I'm an accountant. She goes, oh, management or chartered? And he goes, no, turf.
Bookie.
A bookie.
Fantastic.
It just made me giggle.
From
Radio Waves in space. Sorry, yes, we've digressed.
From outer space.
Radio Waves.
To the best comedy moments in history.
Yes. Oh, we've digressed. Radio Waves in space. So it basically says, the telescope only got up and running last year, detecting 13 of the radio bursts almost immediately, including the repeater. The research has now been published in the journal.
The aliens are doing repeats already.
It would appear. Hey, we'll have to do a bit of that. We have discovered a second repeater, and its properties are very similar to the first repeater. Said somebody. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Of McGill University, Canada.
John.
Colin. This tells us more about the properties of repeaters as a population. Nope. Doesn't mean anything. FRBs are short, bright flashes of radio waves. So far, scientists have detected about 60 single fast radio bursts and 2 that repeat.
Oof.
So a repeater is literally radio bursts that repeat. Therefore, if it repeats, it can't be an accident, can it?
No.
Oh, they believe there could be as many as 1,000 FRBs in the sky every day.
Huh?
I know.
Wow.
I know. Some of them must be radio waves returning that have bounced off things, because that's how radar works, isn't it?
I don't know. Does radio bounce off things?
Yeah.
Does it?
Yep.
Okay.
So sonar is where it sends out a ping.
Yeah.
And that sound wave goes out.
Yeah.
And bounces back.
It bounces back, yeah.
And then the receiver picks it up again.
Yes.
And it bounces back. And when it bounces back quicker, something's just got in the way.
Close. Yes.
So you can map out.
Yeah.
And that's how sonar works.
Right. Okay. But radio bounces off things.
I'm assuming it does. Yeah.
Okay. So I can have a radio outside in the garden.
Yep.
And I can bring it inside, and it works just as well.
Yes.
So it doesn't bounce off.
Ah, maybe it doesn't then.
It doesn't bounce
but
off
sound
bricks
echoes. Sound bounces off things.
Sound does, yeah.
Sound
sure.
waves does.
Yeah,
do. Sound waves does do.
Sound waves, light waves do off the right kind of surface.
Oh yeah, mirrors, for instance.
Yes.
Well, in fact, all light reflects because that's how we know what colour things are.
Yes.
Because that colour's been absorbed, and all other colours have been bounced back.
Yeah.
And your eye picks up the colour that's bounced back.
Yes.
And the absence of colour is the one that's been absorbed. So your jumper today is green. Actually, it's not. What it's doing is absorbing green light.
This always freaks me out as well.
Oh, go on.
Right.
You're going to say it's not green, aren't you?
Well, I'm going to say that this is green.
Yes, brilliant.
But only because when I was about 4 years old at school, somebody held up a piece of card that looked this colour and said, that's green.
Yes.
And I thought, well, that's green then.
That's green then.
But how do I know that what you're seeing and what I'm seeing is the
I
same
used
thing?
to think this.
We don't know.
So your green might be my pink.
Correct.
But I call it green because that's what everybody labels it.
And that's why some people say, well, those two colours don't go together.
Yes.
And other people say,
that looks
yes,
fantastic.
they do. What do you know? What do you know?
That's not in my colour wheel. You're a freak.
Yes.
And other people...
You are wrong.
Do you remember that dress that went across the internet? And is it a red dress or no? Is it a blue dress? Is it a gold dress?
Is it black or is it gold?
Is it black or is it gold? Whatever
blue
it
or
was.
gold?
Whatever it was.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And then there was the auditory one, and it was, did you just hear this word or that word?
Yeah.
And I went, that word, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And other people went, no, it's that word. What?
Yeah, I know.
What?
And it's a bit like in the House of Commons. Stupid woman.
Yeah.
Did he say stupid woman? Well, you know. A lot of people say he did.
Yes.
A lot of people say he didn't.
Yes.
My opinion? Of course he said that.
Yeah, could well be. Which is why a black hole is not a hole, it's a solid mass.
Okay.
But it looks black because the gravitational pull is so immense, even light can't escape. So it even sucks in light.
Wow.
So it's a black hole because it's a black dot, black hole.
I'd like to go in one of those.
But it's not a hole. Imagine if in my head it's a massive planet.
Can you imagine how fast you'd be drawn into it?
Oh yeah, but then eventually you would meet it.
Yes.
You know when they go, oh, you went through the other side. I don't think that's how it works.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. It's not a hole. It's a thing that's sucking in stuff, and it even sucks in light.
Amazing. Anyway,
so
from
radio signals though,
from
amazing.
Outer space,
yes,
including repeaters,
which
means it is a definite thing it's
happening more than once
that has been broadcast.
Yes,
from somewhere.
Yep.
Billions and billions and billions of years ago.
Yes,
it would appear.
It would appear.
Yeah,
and a long way away.
Unless it's just our radio signals
bouncing back
that have travelled so far out, they've actually come back and
starting to come back. Yeah. But like you say, maybe radio waves don't bounce back.
Like the universe is some kind of donut shape, like they've said for years.
Yes, they have. An
expanding donut. Do you know what?
Go on.
That's made me feel hungry.
Yes, me too.
Thinking about
a
universe-sized donut.
Yes.
I can't promise that.
Yep.
But I can promise one filled with jam.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can we do that now?
Let's go do that.
Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa rahmatullahi.
Barakatuh. That's better.
There we go.
That's better.
Have we figured out our equipment?
We have. Yes.
Brilliant.
It all appears to be working.
Yay, very good.
I've got levels on this chart.
Yes.
It's all happening the way it should happen.
It's weird. It makes me cast my mind back to what you've told me about when you were owning and running a recording studio.
Yeah.
And how the difference must be night and day.
It's incredible.
Was it all needles in your day?
No, we had the digital levels, but they'd only just come in.
Wow!
And it was a let's say 10 LED lights.
Series of LED lights. Yes.
Going from green into orange into red.
Wow!
Yeah, it was
okay. Yes.
We had those kinds of things.
Yeah.
But we were using tapes. Yeah, so I had a really thick tape.
Yeah.
A really massive thick tape.
Yeah.
Split into individual tracks, and each one of those tracks was one of the
sliders.
The things on the whole bank of
Oh
knobs.
wow!
Yeah. So on each track, you could affect the treble, the mid-range, the bass. You can put effects onto it. You can have it panned either left or right or middle in stereo.
Right.
You can increase the volume. You can do all sorts to it.
Wow.
Yeah. Each individual track.
To give a balanced sound.
So you can create any sound you like across all of those tracks.
Wow.
Yeah. So if you've got, for example, a bass drum on track 1, snare drum on track 2, tom-toms on tracks 3 and 4 and 5, and then 2 overhead mics for the drum kit to catch all the cymbals and the ambient action, etc., etc. You can create an amazing sounding drum kit.
Wow.
Yeah. And have complete control over how those individual drums actually sound.
God, blimey.
And then you've got the bass and the guitars and the keyboards and the any brass instruments, and then you've got the vocals and the backing vocals, and then you've got and on it goes, and you just build it up in layers.
Crikey.
And then you mix it in layers.
But on a tape.
All on tape. Nowadays, there's no tape to be seen.
No.
And when you needed to cut a tape, you actually physically cut it with a Stanley knife blade.
Oh, wow.
And then you taped you joined it together again with actual tape.
Golly.
Yeah, and that was a cut. That was an edit. That was editing your finished product.
My goodness. So like when we're doing the podcasts and we're just saying, well, take that chunk there.
Take that chunk there.
Stick that there.
Yeah.
We'll save that into a separate file, and then we'll take that chunk and we'll save that into a separate file.
Yeah.
And then we'll stick them both together with that little bit in between.
Yeah.
You did that physically.
Physically by
cut that bit out.
Cutting them and taping them back together.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crikey.
So nowadays, it's a lot quicker.
Don't know we're born. In my day.
It's a lot quicker.
Don't know we're born.
In my day.
Wow.
In my day. And of course it was all powered by steam.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Where to get the coal fires burning.
Steam generated. Oh my goodness. But when you think back to the classics, then you kind of think that as much as there were musicians there that were creating incredible music, but there were also producers,
the engineers and producers. They were the ones that made it sound the way it sounded.
Then made it sound brilliant.
Yeah, and let me give you an example of that. Yeah, you've got the raw sound of the likes of the Rolling Stones.
Yes.
Raw sound.
Yes.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Just brilliant. And then you've got the really highly produced sounds of the likes of Pink Floyd.
Yes.
Yeah. Dark Side of the Moon was a revolutionary album for so many reasons.
Yeah.
Not least of which was the engineering production on it.
Wow.
Which was just earth-shatteringly good.
Yeah.
For its day.
Yeah.
And you can listen back to it today, and although it's been digitally remastered and everything, but you can still listen back to it today and think that was pure genius.
Wow.
In its day.
Yeah.
For how they did what they did to make it sound like it sounds. But all this is now, it's all in my history, it's all in my past.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
I can talk about this like it was yesterday because I still believe I'm in my 20s.
Yeah, exactly.
Weren't you saying the same thing?
We were saying just the other day. What was it? I don't know. But whatever conversation we had.
You said, I was only 25, so that was only a couple of years ago.
Yes.
But no, it was actually 25 years ago.
Yes. You know what I mean? And it's like, and then I said, in fact, I remembered recently somebody said, how long have you been driving? And I went, I don't know, 15, 20 years? No. 30.
30, yes.
30. And then you just go, that can't be possible. And you start questioning your own maths, your own ability to do maths.
Wait until, next year for me, it'll be 40 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Again, it simply does not seem possible.
Madness.
Doesn't seem possible.
Madness.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
40 years.
Wow.
It's all gone so quick.
Oh yeah, tell me about it.
Is this what happens? And is this what they warn us about?
I think so.
And the Quran and the Hadith warn us about this.
Yep.
Yeah, you're on this earth, but for a moment.
Yes.
And then when you compare that with infinity.
Yeah.
I mean, first of all, how do you get your head around infinity?
I know.
Wait, it's a tough one, is that, isn't
yeah,
it? And here we go. We've gone from the Rolling Stones and Pink Floyd to the concept of infinity in the space of 3 minutes.
Yes.
It's not bad going.
Infinity is putting a finite amount to an infinite thing.
You see,
I can't even put a word on it.
We can't understand infinity.
No.
We can't.
No.
Because we're governed by time.
Yeah.
And a three-dimensional universe as well.
Yes.
All we can possibly perceive is up, down, sideways, and back and front.
Back and front.
That's it.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Yeah. Well, it's 5 dimensions, isn't it? Because you've got that pictorially, and then you add to that time and something else.
Space.
And space.
Is it space?
Something like that. Time is the 4th dimension.
I'm no philosopher or physician.
So as an example...
Physicist.
We were talking about air traffic controllers to child number 1 the other day, because he I'm fascinated by flying. Looking back, what would you do? Oh, I wish I'd been a pilot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's very much the same. But also, we're looking at air traffic control. And I said, well, there's some good money there, because you think about what they have to do. They have to measure everything in 3 dimensions, which is height, forwards and backwards, left and right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Plus time.
Yes.
So they're saying, I need you at that coordinate, so that you'll be at that coordinate in 30 minutes time.
Yeah.
And I need you at that coordinate, so that you won't be at that
same coordinate
in
at
30
that
minutes time.
Yes.
So they're thinking in 4 dimensions. So when people go, there's only 2, there's a minimum of 4. Because
how long is their shift? Is it 8-hour shift?
I think it's 8 hours.
Oh man, that'll just melt my head.
Yep. There's a great film I remember watching called...
Doesn't take much to melt my head.
Well, no. But there's a brilliant film called... it got John Cusack in it, who I happen to like anyway. I think he's brilliant. And it's called Pushing Tin. Okay. And it was about air traffic controllers, because they call it pushing tin. You're just pushing tin round a...
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And to see it, there was one bit where they suddenly... they get a load of planes diverted from another airport. So all of a sudden they've got like twice or 3 times the traffic, but they've got to land them all.
Yep.
So you've got all these planes in the sky, and you've got to make sure they don't hit each other, and then you've got to put them into coordinates so they can all come round and he lined these things up, and it shows it, and he's lining them all up so that every 15 minutes they're coming into land. And it's something to behold. And you think, wow, somebody is doing that for a living.
Heathrow, what's the landing and takeoff rate at Heathrow?
Do you know, I don't know.
Is it something ludicrous, like every minute something takes off, something lands?
It might be if it's across different runways.
Yeah.
Because whilst you have terminals, you have different runways.
Yes.
And there's a 5-minute lag that has to be allowed between planes, because if you look up at a plane and you see that white, what you think is a vapor trail behind the plane up in the sky.
Yep.
Well, it's not actually a vapor train. We kind of say, it's vapor trail.
Yep.
It's not.
Well, what is it then?
What it is the air coming over the wings, and at the very tip of the wings, it creates a circular motion, because you've got air coming from both sides. It creates a circular motion, and what it's creating is what's called a vortex.
Right.
So it's a mini little tornado or whirlwind.
Yeah.
And it's the air spinning to create a little whirlwind that it leaves behind.
Right.
But it carries on spinning. So we can see it from the ground.
Yes.
That's how powerful it is. Well, as a plane slows down, which it does to land, that gets more pronounced.
Okay.
So those things get bigger and they get wider, and they can radically affect any plane that tries to fly through them. Because turbulence is a change of air pressure and a change of the way that the air is moving.
Yep.
Well, if you go into one of those, it can actually flip a plane. So they have a minimum of 5 minutes.
It wouldn't be good in a 747 upside down, would it?
Wouldn't be good, that. I'd like to try it, but it wouldn't be good. Maybe not that close to the ground, going that slowly, and that's the issue. So if you come in behind another plane, even if that plane has landed, if it landed less than 5 minutes ago, it has left these vortexes, and they can be incredibly disruptive and throw planes completely off their direction.
Wow.
And so there must be at least 5 minutes landing between them.
Air traffic controllers.
Yes.
Bit of an important job.
Fantastically important.
And failure to do that job and get everything right results in multiple death.
Yes.
And destruction.
Absolutely.
And carnage.
Yeah. Imagine that'd be an HR interview to behold, wouldn't it?
That's a bad day, isn't
yes,
it? Yes,
that is a bad day. That is a bad day at work.
Wow.
Woo.
Wow. Anyway, were we heading off into astral physics at one stage?
I think we were. We were considering that fourth dimension. So
considering, I was just considering infinity.
Yeah, that's right.
Bring it back to infinity.
Yes.
Because, and that's right. That no matter how old you get, it's simply a blip in comparison with what's to come.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and what's gone before.
Yes.
Et cetera, et cetera.
We have ancestors that lived 2,000 years ago.
We are not. We are governed by linear time.
Yes.
Because that's our perception.
Yeah. We're born, we live,
the sun
we die.
Comes up, the sun goes down.
Yes.
Sun comes up, sun goes down.
Yes.
That takes 24 hours.
Yes.
In a cycle.
Yep.
And we're governed by that. And we set our instruments for telling the time by that.
Yes.
Yeah? Our calendars are set by that or by the moon, etc. Which is the same thing.
Yes. Our prayers are set by
our
that.
prayers, everything in our lives is set by linear time.
Yes.
Yeah. But one thing that really blew my mind is the realization that Allah is not restricted to linear time.
Yeah.
And that's why Allah can see what is now, what has gone, and what is to come.
And what is to come, yes.
And He can see it all in one instant.
Yes.
Yeah. So that just blows my mind.
Yes. Yeah.
Blows my mind. But alhamdulillah, it makes it all seem eminently sensible.
Yes.
And believable.
Yes.
Yeah. Alhamdulillah.
Yeah. Because
I can't. I'm sorry to butt in, but if I don't get this out, I'll forget it. You know what I'm like?
Yeah.
I'm like memory like a goldfish. like I've got a memory like what
one of those things with holes in it.
You use it to strain things.
Colander.
Sieve. Let's just say sieve.
Yeah.
I can't remember the word. We'll just call it a sieve.
Yeah. But we've digressed again. So you were going to say?
So, infinity.
Yes.
We cannot get our heads round infinity.
No.
Because we live in a 3-dimensional universe.
Yes.
Restricted to linear time.
Yes.
So, if you try to imagine infinity, you can't.
You can't.
You cannot get your head round what infinity actually means.
Yeah, because in our brains, infinity doesn't exist.
No. Well, it can't because it's never ending. And that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, something has got to have a start point and an end point.
Yes.
Because that's how our lives are governed.
Yep.
Yeah. We have a start point. We will have an end point.
Yep.
However, whatever the
life.
Gap, whatever the gap.
The thing that you're not going to get out of alive.
You are not going to get out of this alive. That's right. Subhanallah. So, I mean, infinity is a really odd concept, isn't it? It's a difficult concept to get your head around because we're not designed to do that.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's why what we have to do is bow to the knowledge of a higher power.
Yes.
And just take on board what we're supposed to take on board.
Yes. Yeah.
Just do what we're supposed to do.
Yep.
Yeah. Because there are certain things that we will never be able to understand.
Yes.
Infinity being one of them.
Yeah. I remember somebody using that as a way of questioning faith or questioning, a belief in one God, in any God, but certainly in one God. Where they were saying, so what you're saying is, let's say you get 70 years on this planet. You get 70 years, and what you do in that 70 years governs what will happen to you forever.
Yes.
Forever.
Yes.
And they will say, well, that can't be right. That can't be right. That can't be right. So if you make a mistake, or if you do that, you're going to be putting forever. It's going to happen forever.
Yes.
And the issue is because we don't understand forever.
That's right.
We don't know what that's going to look like. It's not just sat in a room staring at a wall forever. We don't know what that's going to. It's not going to be like this.
No.
It's not going to be like It's not going to feel like a car journey to London. You know what I mean? Forever. We don't know what forever is. But basically, I'm afraid Yes.
Yes.
That's exactly
That's the deal.
what it is. That's exactly what it is. As an example, so you're saying I could do one thing and it could actually have a massive impact on the rest of my life. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. In this life you could.
Yes.
There are people, certainly in America, who are spending the rest of their life in prison.
Yes.
The rest of their natural life. Yep. And they might only be 21.
Yep.
So they did one thing. I'm not excusing it, nor am I condoning it. I'm just saying, yes, so forever, in this lifetime, forever, they're going to spend behind bars.
Yes.
As a result of perhaps one thing that they did.
Yep.
So if you make that exponentially bigger, as a result of all of the things you do across your lifetime, that's going to radically affect what happens.
That will dictate what happens forever.
But forever in this life might be 60 years.
Yes.
Could be 60 years from now, 50 years from now. That's forever. That's forever.
In the next life, it is forever.
Ever. But we don't know what that forever is going to feel like.
That's right.
Do you know what I mean?
That's right.
And the way I then, the penny dropped for me. I think it was a conversation we'd had because you'd gone and listened to a talk and you went, put it in the... And it was like you say, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows what has gone, what's happening now, but also what is going to happen.
Yes.
And it's that bit that people get a bit confused.
Yep.
So they go, so what is predetermination? Well, basically, it's that Allah already knows what's going to happen.
Yes.
Well, then what's the point in me making a decision? No. Allah already knows what decision you're going to make.
Yes.
You still need to make that decision.
Yep.
But he already knows what it is.
Yep.
And they go, I don't get that. Right. And I think of it as a computer. In a computer, you can store a whole load of information.
Yep.
And in the year 2007, more information was uploaded to the internet than had ever existed in the whole of human history.
Yes.
That's how much we can store information.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That is mind-blowing.
Yep.
And now it's something like every 2 months.
Yeah.
More information is uploaded than ever existed because it's exponentially getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Yeah. So a computer can store a load of information.
Yep.
It can also see what's happening now. It can track current things, current happenings.
Yep.
But it can also run programs to predict the future.
Yeah.
Now, it's also fallible, so those predictions are guesstimates.
Yes.
They may not be true.
That's right.
But we have ways of saying, well, but if this happens, that will happen, and if this happens, that will... I'm putting all these parameters in, and they're getting more and 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 more accurate. A lot of more's that, sorry.
Yep.
You're getting more accurate by the day, it would appear. Well, imagine if you were infallible.
Yes.
And you could run the equivalent of all those programs.
Yes.
You know what's going to happen because
Allah knows us better than we know ourselves.
You know that if that goes with that, the choice that you're going to make is that.
Yes.
I already know. Do you know what I mean? And the penny dropped for me when it was like, got it.
Yep.
It's like a massive computer, but instead of being programmed by humans, it's programmed by Allah.
Wow.
And instead of being fallible, it's infallible.
Alhamdulillah.
So you don't make mistakes. So you just think, so it's like the perfect, and I hate to use it, it's a horrible correlation, but it's like the perfect computer. The perfect computer program. Amazing. Amazing. Do you know what it isn't?
What?
On this list.
Isn't it? So, hang on a minute. We've just wasted 20 minutes of our time talking about nothing.
Yeah, well,
don't
worry about it. We've got infinity.
Wait. We'll pick this up in infinity, shall we?
Yes.
What's 20 minutes between friends?
Exactly.
When you've got infinity together.
When you've got infinity to work on. But between now and then, let's do a little bit of this.
Let's do a bit of this.